Leo, I want to tell you something I've never told you before.
Okay, that sounds serious. What's up?
When I was learning English myself, years ago, I once told a room full of people that I was boring.
Wait, you? Boring?
I didn't mean it that way, obviously, but that's exactly what I said, word for word. I am boring.
Okay, now I need the full story. This is the first time I'm hearing that you weren't always, perfect at this.
Nobody starts out perfect. Everyone has a story like this. Today, I'm telling you mine. And trust me, the reason it happened is way stranger than you'd expect.
I'm so ready.
And if you've ever said, I am boring instead of I am bored, or I am interesting instead of I am interested, stick around. Because by the end of today, you'll never mix these up again. And you'll also find out why almost every learner makes this exact mistake, no matter what language they speak.
Now that's a bold promise.
I'll back it up. Let's get into it. But first, let's welcome everyone watching to Nova Planet English.
Welcome back, everyone. And if you're new here, this is the show where we take real English mistakes, the kind you actually make in real life, and turn them into lessons that stick.
I'm Nova.
And I'm Leo. And apparently today, Nova's the one confessing, not me for once.
Don't get used to it. Okay, let me take you back. So picture this. I was maybe 6 months into learning English. I was in a group class, and the teacher asked everyone to introduce themselves and say one thing about their personality.
Okay, low stakes. Sounds simple enough.
That's what I thought too. So when it was my turn, I wanted to sound humble. I wanted to say, I feel a little bored today. It's early. Instead, I said this. I am boring today. And there was this silence. Not a rude silence, just a confused one. Like everyone was trying to figure out why I'd just announced that I was a boring person.
Oh no.
The teacher smiled kindly and just moved on to the next student. Nobody corrected me in the moment. I found out what I'd actually said almost a week later, from a classmate.
A week? You walked around thinking you just said something totally normal?
For a whole week. And that's exactly the pattern we keep seeing on this show. These small mistakes don't stop a conversation, so nobody corrects them. You just keep making them, sometimes for years, and never know.
Okay, that actually makes me feel so much better about my own mistakes.
That's exactly why I wanted to share it. But here's the part that actually surprised me once I understood it. This mistake isn't random at all. There's a very specific reason your brain does this, and once you hear it, you'll recognize it everywhere.
Okay, now I'm actually curious. What was going on in your head?
So here's the confusion. In a lot of languages, there's really only one word that covers both ideas, the feeling and the thing that causes the feeling.
So your brain just picks one English word and uses it for both?
Exactly. My brain grabbed boring and used it everywhere, because in my head, it was just the boredom word.
But in English, they're actually two completely different jobs.
Right. Boring describes something that causes the feeling. A movie, a lecture, a Monday morning. Bored describes the person experiencing the feeling.
So the movie is boring, and I am bored by the movie.
Exactly. The movie is doing the boring, you are receiving the boredom.
Receiving the boredom. I like that.
And once you think of it that way, cause versus feeling, this mistake basically disappears. But here's the real payoff, and it's bigger than just one word. Just like with our I am agree episode, this isn't just one word. It's a whole family of adjectives that follow the exact same rule.
Oh, I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Interesting versus interested.
I've said I am interesting in music so many times.
Very common. The music is interesting. You are interested in the music.
Cause versus feeling again.
Exactly. Exciting versus excited.
The trip is exciting, and I am excited about the trip.
Perfect. Confusing versus confused.
The instructions are confusing, and I am confused by the instructions.
You've got it. Every single one of these follows the same cause and feeling pattern. Learn the pattern once, and you fix dozens of sentences at the same time. And I mean that literally, because there are at least a dozen common pairs that work exactly this way.
This is exactly like the Agree episode. One small idea, huge payoff.
That's the whole point of this show. Small mistakes, big patterns. Now, let's make sure you can actually use it under pressure. Let's lock in the rule with a simple trick. If you're describing a thing, a situation, or an experience, use the ing word.
This lesson is interesting.
Perfect. And if you're describing how a person feels, use the ed word.
I am interested in this lesson.
Exactly. Let's test it with a few more. Fill in the blank. The book was so blank, I couldn't put it down.
Interesting, because the book is causing the feeling.
Perfect. After the long flight, I felt completely blank.
Exhausted. That's how I feel, not what caused it.
Exactly right. One more. The meeting was incredibly blank. Everyone was falling asleep.
Boring. The meeting is the cause.
You've got the pattern down. And here's the beautiful part. This same logic works for tired and tiring, amazed and amazing, shocked and shocking. Once you understand cause versus feeling, the whole category becomes easy.
I genuinely think I'll never mix these up again after this.
That's the goal. Let's put a few more of these side by side so they really stick. First, bored and boring. I am bored describes your feeling. The movie is boring describes the cause.
Got it. Feeling versus cause.
Next, interested and interesting. I am interested in history. History is interesting.
Same pattern.
Then, excited and exciting. I am excited about the trip. The trip is exciting.
And confused and confusing?
Exactly. I am confused by the instructions. The instructions are confusing. 4 pairs, one identical rule behind all of them.
Cause gets ing, feeling gets ed. Simple.
That's genuinely the whole rule. Now, let's see if it holds up when I actually put you on the spot. I'll describe a situation. You respond with the correct pair. Ready?
Ready.
You just watched a 3-hour documentary about paint drying.
The documentary was so boring, I was completely bored the whole time.
Perfect. Both forms in one sentence. Round 2. You just found out you're going on a surprise vacation.
That's so exciting. I'm honestly really excited right now.
Excellent. Last one. Someone gives you instructions with way too many confusing steps.
Wow, those instructions are so confusing. I'm completely confused now.
Perfect score. Cause and feeling. Every single time.
Okay, I really do feel like this one is locked in now.
That's what happens when you understand the why, not just memorize the words. Let's see if you can catch it in someone else's sentence now, not just your own. I'll give you a sentence with the wrong word. You fix it.
Let's go.
Number 1. I am boring of waiting in this line.
I am bored of waiting in this line. It's my feeling, not the cause.
Number 2. This math problem is so confused.
This math problem is so confusing. The problem is causing the confusion.
Number 3. She is very interesting in learning French.
She is very interested in learning French. That's her feeling.
Perfect score, just like old times. Your turn now. Pause the video and try writing one sentence using a cause word and one using a feeling word. Drop them in the comments.
And if Nova can make this mistake in a full classroom, trust me, you're in good company.
So today wasn't just about one embarrassing memory of mine. You now have a rule that fixes an entire category of English mistakes, forever.
And I promise I will never let you forget the I am boring story.
I had a feeling you'd say that. If this episode helped you, subscribe to Nova Planet English and tell us in the comments, what's your most embarrassing English mistake? We might tell your story on the show next.
See you next time. Same studio, new mistake to fix.
See you in the next episode.